And I'll close with this. It's a little long, but it goes well with this message. It's out of Hebrews 11, verse 1. Hebrews 11, and it goes, now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance by about what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. By faith, Abel brought God a better offering than Cain did. By faith, he was commended as righteous when God spoke well of his offerings. And by faith, Abel still speaks even though he is dead. By faith, Enoch was taken from this life so that he did not experience death. He could not be found because God had taken him away. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear, built an ark to save his family. Noah, God told it to him, but I'm sure he could imagine, even though not ever seeing it, he could see what was about to come on the earth. He had over 100 years to do it, but he could see it. By his faith, he condemned this world and became heir of the righteousness that is in keeping with faith. By faith, Abraham, when he called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. By faith, he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. And by faith, even Sarah, who was past childbearing age, was enabled to bear children, because she considered him faithful who had made the promise. And so from this one man, and he as good as dead, came descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as countless as the sands on the seashore. All these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. If they had been thinking of the country they had left, they would have had opportunity to return. Instead, they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. If you're waiting to physically have what God says, like I said, that is not of faith. You are faithless. And not even your salvation is sure. I'm going to end it here without opening another subject, because that's a lot. And if you go through it and you start understanding it, you got to understand, these people didn't receive their promises, right? But God promised them. So, wait a minute, God, you made promises and you didn't fulfill them? Who said it was for here? Who said it was for the earth? Jesus, when he spoke, he never spoke as if anyone was dead. He spoke as if they were alive. I'm not saying anything that's so sacrilegious. I mean, at one point we could actually talk about this because it's scripture. But who says any of those promises were for here, on this earth? It says here they were looking for a heavenly kingdom. But that's, like I said, I don't want to open up something else because we'd be here for another hour and a half.